Full disclosure, I received my medical license back in, 1619, so some of my ideas might be slightly outdated.
What if doctors believed the best way to heal the mind was to keep it asleep? In the early 20th century, psychiatric medicine was searching desperately for treatments. Mental hospitals were overcrowded, effective medications did not yet exist, and many physicians were willing to try almost anything that seemed promising. One of the most unusual approaches became known as the sleep cure, also called prolonged sleep therapy. The treatment involved keeping patients asleep for days or even weeks at a time using sedatives. The idea was simple. If mental illness was exhausting the brain, perhaps extended rest could allow it to recover. Doctors used combinations of drugs such as barbiturates and other sedatives to maintain long periods of unconsciousness. Patients would wake up briefly for food, hygiene, medical examinations, or additional medication. Then they would put them right back to sleep. The treatment was used for a variety of conditions, including anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, addiction, and other psychiatric disorders. Some patients appeared calmer after treatment. Others reported temporary improvements in symptoms. For a time, many physicians believed the therapy showed promise. But there was a problem. Extended sedation carries serious risks. Patients confined to their bed for long periods of time could develop infections, blood clots, breathing complications, and other medical emergencies. The drugs themselves could also be dangerous. As the treatment spread, reports of complications accumulated, and in some hospitals, patients suffered permanent injuries. Others died. The most notorious example emerged decades later in Australia at Chelmsford Private Hospital, where prolonged sleep therapy was combined with other treatments under highly controversial conditions. Investigations eventually linked the practice to numerous deaths and helped bring widespread attention to its dangers. By the late 20th century, advances in psychiatry and safer treatment options largely replaced prolonged sleep therapy. Modern medicine still recognizes the importance of sleep for physical and mental health, but the idea of keeping patients unconscious for weeks at a time has been abandoned. Today, the sleep cure is remembered as a treatment born from desperation. Doctors understood the rest was important. What they did not fully understand was how dangerous too much of it could become. The most unsettling part of the sleep cure is not that patients were put to sleep, it's that many of them were kept asleep for so long that waking them up became one of the most dangerous parts of the treatment. Man, I could use a nap. Anyway,